Part 2. Now, after you chose your attorney, or you chose to go in pro per, there's the California jury instructions, civil forms, and your basic challenge here is to find out what cause of actions your company violated. So what you would do, this would be a good book to go to the law library and look up, because this judicial book is going to give you all the causes of actions and forms. And basically everybody should just look through these anytime you have any spare time, because they're going to kind of talk about breach of contract, motor vehicles and highway safety. They're going to give you some laws, and basically it'll talk about malice. It'll define it for you, and it'll define fraud, and you know, all these particular type of situations that you may be involved in. But anyways, when you get to the forms, and look, they all have forms, and you look through these forms, and it'll define it a little bit for you, so that you'll have an understanding of what your cause of action is and how you want to win for your problems. You want to talk about your future economic losses and earnings and whatnot, and your accountant can draft, hopefully draft up your earnings and the loss of your medical and pension. That helps out tremendous, because then the expert type of testimony comes in from an accountant. And basically this gives you quite a list, and is basic to law. And it'll give you explanations. Now, the judge will actually give to the jury's instruction, and he'll define, usually in civil court it's called preponderance of the evidence. You know, is there any particular evidence that implicates the defense, or if it's criminal law, it'd be beyond a reasonable doubt. And you basically want to you know, take the judge's guidance and implement the law, and hopefully the lawyer or yourself will figure out, you know, how to prove your case. And it's actually quite fascinating and quite simple, yet we're all intimidated, and especially against these big corporate lawyers and whatnot. But I highly recommend more of us get involved. Definitely participate more so on the jury trials, because some of these judges have more power than the president, and the more we get involved, then the better off we'll all be. And the supreme law of the land is the Constitution, and every court from federal through state is held to those standards. And that's just, you know, your basic rights, a little booklet. Obviously, if you go to the law libraries, that'll help you get an indication. There is a form now out for workers' comp to find out if your employer has coverage, and you can get this particular form, and I'll put that up on my the address on this particular video. And once you do that, you basically can save yourself, and you know, unfortunately, you're going to have to do a lot of running around for your attorney because they're busy and working on other cases and whatnot. So you don't want to get snake bit and left out in the cold. So you basically want to do all the work you can do. Here is the coverage research service request 2007. And that's to find out if your employer has workers' compensation. This is free to the injured, and it actually costs money if you have an attorney. But it's real simple to fill out. And Form 807, that's what it is actually. So it's the coverage research service request. And it's the Workers' Compensation Insurance Rating Bureau of California. And your attorney is supposed to tell you whether or not you want, let's say in my situation, the truck insurance policy, which was $5 million, or if you wanted to take the workers' comp. If it's SIGA, where they declare bankruptcy and the California State Insurance Guarantee may stepped in, there's a cap, and it's $500,000. If it's the uninsured employers fund, there's no cap. It's unlimited, because they're shafting a lot of injured workers and basically settling cases for you know, $5,000, $10,000 when people are seriously hurt. And this needs to stop, because this is basically allowing, like our governor in the state of California, to take money out of workers' comp. He took $17 billion and divert the money. And this is apprehensible. It's there for the injured workers. It is not there for our government officials to do what they're doing. And they're also, you know, allowing these corporations to get away with fraud, like Enron, and stealing our pensions, and the laws are allowing them to do it. And the same with the injured on the job. When these companies declare bankruptcy, if you can prove non-dischargeable, they can't just declare bankruptcy and hightail out and not compensate you. So the laws are in your favor, and your attorneys may not do any due diligence and do the research. So this will give you a heads up, and hopefully we can alleviate these, basically what I call the agony of defeat, and start to win and have a more just and fair system. Okay, after this, it will put up, and it's law, basically it talks about the Constitution. And I'll put up these tapes, Constitution law. It'll talk about a general denial, what attorneys always use, and that'll help you explain breach of contract, preponderance of the evidence, tort law. And these tapes, audio tapes, will really help out for everybody wanting to get a better understanding of our Constitution and our laws. So that's what I'll do on the third one.